Hi, and welcome to this week's Wildwood Fact. Why am I holding a Tootsie Roll bank? And what the heck would that have to do with the founding of a human service organization for people with disabilities? Well, it has an awful lot to do with it. And when we talk about Tootsie Rolls, strangely enough, we can't help but talk about the whole idea of advocacy. Because in 1966, 1967, when Wildwood was being founded, there weren't any services for people with what we called then as neurological impairments. There were services for people with cerebral palsy, and there were services for people with what we called then mental retardation. But many people who had too high of an IQ or didn't have a physical disability had no services. Think about that. They had no services. So a group of parents got together and decided to create some services. And back in the days, the founding families at Wildwood got together, and Ginny Russick decided to head up what was then going to be our organization. And John Monty at the time was in charge of organizing the finances. And what he said was, go found what we need to do, go start the program, and don't worry about the money. We'll do that. So what did they do? They started selling Tootsie Roll coin banks filled with Tootsie Rolls. And they used that to raise money for the first programs. They sold $7,500 worth of Tootsie Roll banks. Many of them filled their garages and their spare rooms with the banks, and that was enough to fund the budget for the first year of programming with what was before were even known as Wildwood programs. $7,500. This year, the budget for Wildwood will exceed $37 million. But it all started, and this Tootsie Roll bank had a lot to do with it. And that's a Wildwood fact.